fire. Yeah. You kick. Yeah.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG Build Guide Edition. Today I'm ready to drop on you my first Dwarven Realms Fire Orb build guide. This is going to be more of a beginner's guide for somebody just getting into the game, but it's going to be able to push endgame content. As always, I will cover every single facet of the build. Everything is timestamped in the description below if you need to bounce around. Let's not waste any time and jump right into this. Starting off with some gameplay. Now the skills we're using for this are Fire Orb, and we are tripling up on Fire Orb that they last longer. And then our belt skill is Burning Shield to push the damage on our Fire Orb. And as you can see, they just stand in one spot and then enemies run into them and they get absolutely eviscerated. What you are seeing right now is a Rupture level 80 that we are in. And what's nice about magic is obviously you have range. You can shoot, you can move, and a lot of times you're dealing with targets that are standing still, and your fire orbs obviously take care of them because they don't move. They hit and stick. So you can see them all around here. So all these little elites just get melted. If you want, you could just sit back and shoot. Very, very simple. Oh, I love Fire Orb. It's just so nice. And you can kind of hide in it too for protection, knowing that anybody that gets close to you, you will absolutely melt. So we're going to play one full run. Again, this is a Rupture level 80. And then we'll go fight the boss as soon as we get the essence. Show you a full gameplay sequence. And we're almost there. And right now I'm only level 344. We are under leveled per DR for this content, and we're still totally fine. All right. Essence right now we're at 770. Almost there. And bam. So you got to see simple gameplay. And now we'll show you a boss fight. And what you're doing is basically running the boss into the fire orbs. Done. Very, very simple. That was a Rupture level 80. And obviously you can see this build can go much higher than that. So let's start off by looking at the skills. And as I said during the gameplay portion, for our goblet, we are using Fire Orb Chance, and Fire Orbs last longer. For our horn, we are using Fire Orb Chance, and Fire Orbs last longer. And for our trinket, we are using Fire Orb Chance, and Fire Orbs last longer. This has been tested by different people. It functions a lot better, and these skills stack on top of each other, so your fire orbs last a very, very long time. This is how you want to do it. So these are your skills or your offhands. And then when you look at your belt, we are currently using Burning Shield Chance, and you want the modifier on your Burning Shield. Each enemy hit with Burning Shield would grant you increased buff to damage and armor. So now you're supercharging your fire orbs that are stacking through Burning Shield. Now, little tip if you're new to the game, your belt right here cannot be the same skill as your goblet. So what that means is you can't have 4 of the exact same skill. So if you got Burning Shield on your goblet, that would be totally fine. You would just then need Fire Orb on your belt. So these skills right here are interchangeable. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at our weapon. I am currently using a wand. Currently level 20 wand. My weapon could be so much better. And inside of Dwarven Realms, your weapon you are using dictates your main skills, basically that orb that you saw me shooting. And when you hit J here, it pulls up magic. So you've got all your different weapons, and for this build, we are focused on magic. And my magic skill level is currently 18,880. And the big one here is blood magic. Once you unlock blood magic, now you're shooting these red orbs and you can move. It's just so much stronger. So remember, you have to use for this build, you have to use magic. The build really becomes online once you unlock blood magic. And for our skills, we are using triple fire orb and burning shield. So now let's switch gears and talk about your pet. And the pet slot is right here. And there's lots of different pets inside of this game. You guessed it, you want a fire dragon. And when you actually find this pet and put it in, you will see the little fire dragon right here over your left shoulder. See our little fire pet? And your pet will give you a lot of power. And the third modifier down on my pet says fire abilities will also benefit from arcane bonus. That is a very, very important stat. Now, there's another way that that can roll. It could say fire abilities will also benefit from lightning bonus. Both of those work, but for your pet, you need a fire dragon, and it has to have one of those two benefiting from arcane or lightning. Now we're going to talk about the table. Some people call them cards. In town, it is infused rupture crystals. And every single time you complete 5 ruptures, you're going to have 5 crystals. And you get to pick from an assortment of cards. Now, you get a tremendous amount of power, and this is your main source of getting flat damage. And sometimes it's hard to showcase this because you actually have to get the cards. It's kind of an RNG based system, but you do get some re-roll attempts. And I've got a list of what you want to look for. Number 1, the best card is base flat damage, 1 stat, flat damage. Second best card, flat damage plus fire damage. Second best card, or third best card, flat damage plus arcane. Or if your pet is lightning, flat damage plus lightning. And then the next best card would be luck / crit damage, because this is a build focused on luck. And just for the sake of this video and this tutorial, since this is one of the cards that I recommend, we are just going to take it without re-rolling. Click. All right, and we're going to go through this whole process. On here, none. Re-roll. So arcane bonus damage plus flat damage. Since our pet gives us arcane damage functions as fire, we are taking that card. Next, crit, dex, lifesteal, inventory, reroll. Damage strength, fire plus base. One of the second best cards. Taking it. Crit, max health, damage, stamina, reroll. Base damage, best card in the game. And we continue on this path. Base damage, fire. Base damage, arcane. We got both of them. We'll take fire. Keep going. Damage. Nope. Inventory, damage reduction. Nope. Experience, arcane damage, armor. Nope. Luck, crit damage. First card that we took, and you just continue down this path. Fire plus damage. That is now 1 away from maxing. Experience, arcane, nope. And boom, we have now maxed out a card, which is going to double the stats. That is fire and base damage. Perfect. I like that red silhouette. And we continue. Strength, damage, endurance, damage reduction. Luck plus crit. 1 more and that card is maxed. Damage and dex, endurance, lightning. This would be the card you would take if your pet gave you lightning damage instead of arcane. Reroll, flat damage, best card in the game. And we continue. Dex, strength, reduction, energy. Damage, strength. Damage, luck. That card is okay if you can't get anything else. Damage reduction, dex, energy. Uh-oh. Crit, max health, last pull. And on here, we did not get any of the cards we are looking for. So now you got to make a decision. You have max health, you have strength and crit. You get experience and strength and dex and attack speed, which is base. On here, since we are focused on crit, we're going to take the crit card. And we continue. Crit, damage, agility, nope. Strength plus crit, that's the card we just took. Inventory, life regen. And last roll. Again, roll at the table. We did not get what we were looking for. So now you take a look again. And on here, we are going to take fire inventory. We're going to take the crit damage. But ultimately, you got to see all the cards that you would want to take. We got this one again. We're looking for that base damage. Oh, terrible luck. There's Arcane. Woo, we got it at the end. Now I feel we got to go through the whole thing. Fire and inventory. Luck and crit. Done. Strength and crit. They keep giving us the card that we pulled when we had no options. We're looking for that base damage. Arcane plus damage. One more and that's maxed. Come on. Base damage. One more and that's maxed. Now we're just looking for red cards. Come on. Red. 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 Urgh. Didn't get it. And we're out. So I can't pull the table again until I complete another 5 ruptures, but you got to see all the cards you want to focus on. Now we're going to switch gears and take a look at attribute points, or in this game they call them stat points. And available to you, you have strength, agility, stamina, endurance, luck, dex, and wisdom. And I'm going to keep it very easy, very simple for you. All of your points, 100% go into luck. And I'll explain in a second why. Luck increases critical strike damage against mobs and bosses. That's why when we were at the table, if we don't pull the cards we like, we just go directly into critical strike because we are stacking so much of it with luck. And the reason why luck is so important to this build is because a craftable amulet up here, it is the Amulet of the Druid, can roll with this modifier on the bottom. For each 2 points in luck, gain 1% damage bonus. Now, as you can see right here, my combat rating is 358,000. When I take off this singular item, it drops to 156. Literally over doubling your damage from that singular modifier on your amulet. And that is the only modifier we're going to talk about because it's the only one required for this build. There's other modifiers you can get, like increased damage based upon inventory slots. You can get one that I'm currently wearing here, gain crit chance for each point of regen. But really the main one you are looking for is for each 2 points into luck, gain 1% bonus damage. Now, the other gear we are looking at, this is my whole mythical set that I have crafted for magic. Okay. All of these can be crafted, and my recommendation in early game is save your glowstones because you are literally out of them almost the entire time you are playing. So I am wearing an entire mythical set that can be crafted once you find the recipes for magic. Very, very simple and easy to get. Last but not least, let's talk about the passive tree. And I totally understand that looking at this image, it can be very, very overwhelming. I've taken my camera off the screen so you could screenshot it if you'd like as well. Now, inside of DR, it has crazy mob density. And because of this, you level up extremely fast. So not like a typical ARPG where you level up and then you go to your passive tree and put in 1 point. Here, you're putting in 5, 10, 20, sometimes 30 points at a time because you're getting so many levels grinding. So it's hard for me to say, you want to take this, then this. I'm going to give you the general idea, And this is your starting point right here. So this is pretty simple. What you want to do is first go to the right. So you're going to go to the right through here, and you're going to snag this energy node. Now, you don't want to come down here because you're wasting points. So you want to come up and over and down and grab some energy. This is definitely going to help you on early game. And then for the rest of this, it's pretty simple. You're just going to go up and over. So you're going to grab I'm going to use kind of a swirling motion. So you're going to go this way and this way and this way over. And then that's going to take care. So again, you're going to go this way, and this way over. You're then going to come to the left and grab all your nice life leech, and then you're going to come up right here. And honestly, other than this one node early game that's going to help you with your energy generation, you could really go any way you want. It's only going to take you 3 or 4 days, or if you're grinding, maybe 1 day to be able to fully deck out this tree, but follow this image. All right, everyone, that's the build guide. What do you think of my magic fire orb for Dwarven Realms? Is there something I missed? Is there something I could do to push this to the next level? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. 2 asks at the end of the video. Ask number 1, I'm hoping today is the day I have earned your subscription. I'm hoping today is the day you make the decision to push that little red button. I would really appreciate it, but of course, only if you think I've earned it. And if I haven't earned it, I'm gonna work harder for you. Ask number 2, check out my Patreon. Thank you to the first 131 members that have signed up. I get asked all the time, what's the best way to support? And Patreon is it. You get access to movie night, game night, VIP lounge, audio and video live streaming, and exclusive content. It is the first link in the description. I'm done. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.